I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I am
California of the past.
Hi, my name is Cindy Yee. I'm a longtime resident of Monterey Park and a longer fan of Nancy Kwan. And we just celebrated 50 years of her career in Monterey Park's new AMC Theater and had a Chinese banquet dinner at the Empress Seafood Harbor Village. And we showcased her first movie, The World of Susie Wong, starring William Holden, along with her new movie about her life called To Whom It May Concern, Keishan's Journey. I wanted to share with you the story that I wrote for the event, and here's the cover of the event. Our family owned the first color television on the block after Dad purchased a 50-cent raffle ticket. I was hooked on watching such programs as Life of Riley, Father's Knows Best, Leave It to Beaver, and Engineer Bill. I attended grade school in an all-Caucasian community in the San Fernando Valley and was teased from time to time because I looked different. Such was the late 50s. My parents opened one of the first Chinese takeout restaurants, and we kids worked behind the scenes. One very rare evening, my parents were excitedly dressing up and going out on a date with an uncle and aunt who moonlighted on movie sets. Years later, I found out that my parents went to see The World of Susie Wong, the top money-making film of the year for Paramount Studios. One day, our aunt drove my first grade sister and me to Universal Studios for an audition with little girls of similar background. We waited as dancers were rehearsing. When it was our turn, I was pulled out of the group and asked to walk around and march to music. Unfortunately, I had 2 left feet. Since my little sister was selected, we were able to see our first big screen movie, Flower Drum Song, a Rodgers and Hammerstein movie. Can you imagine being 11 and watching somebody that looked like you and dancing? When I saw Grant Avenue, the same dance rehearsal that I witnessed months ago, I immediately turned to my dad and said, "Who was that?" I was hooked for life. Since that moment, I scoured magazine racks at Save-On and rummaged through Dr. Seuss's Chinese magazine rack for any Nancy Kwan articles. My collection had grown to over 500 articles and pictures before websites were even thought of. On our 5th wedding anniversary, my husband Stan and I were celebrating with friends playing poker. I received a frantic phone call from my friend Candy Yip, who asked if I could get down to Chinatown right away because Nancy Kwan had just walked in. I handed my 1-year-old daughter to my husband, grabbed my scrapbook, and raced down to Chinatown. After a brief encounter with Nancy, who autographed the first page in my scrapbook, I was in 7th heaven.
Well, let's see, Cindy. When did I first know Cindy? That was back in, I think I just come back from Hong Kong, and I was in a restaurant in Chinatown.
Oh.
And didn't you come over here? You came over, tried to ask me to sign your scrapbook or something?
Yes.
That was the first time, right?
September 15th.
Oh my goodness.
31 years ago.
Whoa! And then the next time was what you mentioned, San Francisco.
No, actually it was after Flower Drum Song was played on Broadway. Okay. They had a revival of Flower Drum Song, your movie, at the Bing Theater where 500 people showed up.
Okay.
And I said, "Hi Nancy, remember me? I'm the one with the big scrapbook." And you go, "Oh yeah." And then you said, "You must meet my webmaster," because they came in from New York that day.
Yeah.
So we became friends since.
See, that's how long we've known each other, 31 years. We go back a long way. And she's one of my most loyal fans. She is, that's true. And she did a great job at the fundraiser the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrific. Really great evening. Sold all the posters. So we had how many tables? Packed with people. The screenings were terrific.
Close to 20 tables, so we
and 2 screenings were packed, so it was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I was getting phone calls the next day. People just had it ball, and they didn't want to leave the event.